Hello and welcome to Sangoma Society. My name is Hani Mapapa and this is where we aim to demystify the ancestral. I am Hani Tell a Story on all social media platforms and I am Umakos Unomawutu Msamu. This season, All About Money is coming to you from Dubai. It's a favorite city of mine to visit, especially because my brother lives here right now. So I like to come and see him. But on this episode, I would like to speak about something that I did and something that I think a lot of us do. And part of it is unwitting, and a great deal of it creates a lot of resentment. So I want to speak to that, especially the resentment. So on previous trips to Dubai, my brother's concierge and assistants would plan everything, and all I do is just get on the plane, come through, get a great time, go out, whatnot, party, shop. However, this time I really, really wanted my brother to feel that I appreciate him and I actually am willing to come and see him regardless of whether he plans it or not. And so I started this plan to surprise him. I consulted with my dad and my siblings, and we were all like, yes, that's a goer. And then I arrive here and hello. My brother's actually a bit shook about me being here. So it was quite a challenge, right? Because I'm here with obviously the highest intentions, but my brother's a bit thrown off his step, as he would say. And this is something that I think we all do, that a lot of people I know have done. And it's doing things from our point of intention, from what we appreciate. So I love a surprise, and for that reason I thought, this would be a great thing to do for my brother. However, my brother's a planner. Absolutely, his love language is definitely quality time. He loves to spend time to make a person feel valued and to give you that can never be reclaimed, which is time, which is a very generous kind of gift to be giving. However, one thing I didn't take into account is my brother's zest for planning and how much, even though I had planned around his schedule and I had checked in and gotten some inside information about when he'll be here and how busy he is when I plan to be here, at the end of the day, he is a person who, had he known that I was going to be here, he would have wanted to take time off work and, plan a few things that we maybe haven't done before on my previous trips, things of that nature. And we really didn't give him that opportunity in this cute little plan to surprise him. And we do that. We renovate houses, pay for fees, pay off credit card debts, pay rent. We do this with our money. And then we resent the people we do these things for not appreciating them. We say, I did this for so and so didn't appreciate it. But did you take them into consideration when you did things? My sister, Bangina Magwagwa, is the wealth coach at Wealthy Money. And I have seen this come up in the support group that we have as students. Because yes, I'm a student of my sister. And again, how it represents or appears in our day-to-day lives is that we say that we use our hard-earned money to better the lives of our families, and our families fail to appreciate our efforts. However, are we taking the desires of our families into consideration? Are we giving our families the due respect? When you decide to pay somebody's rent, have you paid them the respect that they actually moved into that place knowing full well that rent would be due at the end of every month? When you think that you're doing someone such a big favor and you get a backhand as response to your little favor, have you taken that into consideration? What are you doing with your money? Are you weaponizing it for power? Are you trying to use it for love? What is it that you're actually doing with your money? Are you creating real value in your life? Now, I thought about it that the surprise might not go well with my brother, and I had my nervousness about it, but I really, really, really wanted to do it. And when my brother was a bit thrown off his step, I said to him, look, I had an inkling that, your sensibilities might not lean into this kind of action, but I'm here and we've got time to warm up to the situation because it's freaking you out. And now I'm on the last day of my trip and I'm about to head to the airport, and we've had some quality time, and he's finally been able to enjoy my being here. And that doesn't mean that he didn't appreciate my efforts. It just means that he needed to have a moment to be able to adjust. And that's my choice. I did that. That was my choice and my risk, and I have to absolutely respect that. So are you able to take that responsibility yourself regarding the things you choose to do for others? I know you think it's coming from the most beautiful place, and maybe these are goals you've held in your heart since you were a child. You said, I'm going to build my mother a house, and now you're building your mother a house and it's not the thing you thought. It's not being received the way you wished. It's this, it's that, it's another thing. I'd really like you to step back and consider all the possibilities of what may be happening here, all the reasons why things may be manifesting as they are, and consider the part that you are playing, the choices that you have made, and their ramifications. Because these things are not things that we want to have to fix in generations to come. We must fix them now. We must heal now. We must take responsibility now while we have life. While we have life, while we have advocacy in this world. That's all for this episode of Sankoma Society. If you have a few questions or perhaps you'd like a wealth coach, I'll definitely try to drop some links below for where I get my help and my assistance regarding these matters. And of course, as always, if you haven't already, do subscribe. My name is Uhani Wagamakwakwa Ebaseni Yingu Makosi Unomabuto Emsamo, and I am Honey Tell a Story on all social media platforms. Until next time,